Hello, everyone. This is Maestro Sersea, and today is May the 3rd, 2026. And every Sunday at around this time, which is 7 a.m. Los Angeles time, we will have a coffee hour with Maestro Sersea. That's me. And during this coffee hour, we have conversation. So anyone who joins our community can participate in free dialogues and conversations in English. And also, I give a mini lesson. And today's mini lesson is one of Aesop's fables called The Boy Who Cried Wolf. Now, we've done this before a week ago, where we did the tortoise and the hare. So, as you can see, we have 12 different fables that we're going to cover from this text, and there will be many more afterwards too. So today we're going to focus on a very, very famous and important and meaningful fable called The Boy Who Cried Wolf. And I'm going to read it to you. We're going to look at an analysis, and we will think about some discussions based on this fable. Okay, so are you ready? All right, let's move on. So these are the chapters from this text I put together, and we're going to move down. Sorry for the fast scroll. This is what we did last time. And now we have The Boy Who Cried Wolf. So I'm going to read that to you, okay? There was once a young shepherd boy who tended his sheep at the foot of a mountain near a dark forest. It was rather lonely for him all day, so he thought upon a plan by which he could get a little company and some excitement. He rushed down towards the village, calling out, "Wolf, wolf!" And the villagers came out to meet him, and some of them stopped with him for a considerable time. This pleased the boy so much that a few days afterwards he tried the same trick, and again the villagers came to his help. But shortly after this, a real wolf came out from the forest and began to worry the sheep, and the boy, of course, cried out, "Wolf! Wolf!" still louder than before. But this time, the villagers, who had been fooled twice already, thought the boy was again deceiving them, and nobody stirred to come to his help. So the wolf made a good meal of the boy's flock. And when the boy complained, an old man said to him, "A liar will not be believed, even when he speaks the truth." And the moral of the story is this: liars are not believed even when they tell the truth. Okay? So now let's look at some vocabulary from this fable. Okay? And we have five terms, five vocabulary words here. So the first one is tended. Tended means took care of or looked after something over a period of time. She tended her garden every morning, watering the plants and pulling out weeds. The next one is considerable. Considerable means large in size, amount, or importance, worth paying attention to. She spent a considerable amount of time preparing for the job interview. The next one is deceiving. Deceiving means making someone believe something that is not true, tricking someone. He was deceiving his coworkers by pretending to be busy while doing personal tasks. The next word is stirred. Stirred means moved or began to take action, especially after being still or inactive. Nobody in the meeting stirred when the manager asked for volunteers. The next term is flock. Flock is a group of birds or animals, especially sheep or goats, kept together. The farmer led his flock of sheep across the field to find fresh grass. And here's the analysis. Here's a little explanation of what this fable could mean. So, everyday wisdom. This fable is a powerful lesson about the value of honesty and the lasting damage that lying can cause. The boy lied twice for entertainment, and when he finally needed help, no one believed him. The consequences were real and severe. In modern life, trust is one of the most valuable things a person can build, and one of the easiest to destroy. A person who stretches the truth, exaggerates regularly, or lies just a little may find that when they truly need to be believed for a job reference, in a legal situation, or in a personal crisis, people hesitate. Reputation takes years to build and seconds to damage. The story also speaks to a broader social truth. Communities function on trust. When individuals betray that trust repeatedly, the whole group pays the price. This is why honesty is not just a personal virtue, it is a social responsibility that holds communities together. Okay? Now, here are some open questions for reflection. Um, the first one: have you ever been in a situation where no one believed you, even though you were telling the truth? How did you feel? How did that feel? And what did you do? Okay. The next one: why do you think people sometimes lie when they don't know it could hurt their reputation? What are some common reasons people deceive others? And finally, how do you decide whether to trust someone? What actions or behaviors cause you to lose trust in a person? And can that trust ever be fully rebuilt? So think of how important this fable is to teach to a younger generation. Maybe you're a parent, maybe you are a big brother or big sister, or an aunt or an uncle, and you have younger people in your family or near you who need some guidance. I would greatly recommend that you share this fable with them. Why is it important to tell the truth? Why is it important to be honest? Um, Honesty is part of civilization. If we can't trust each other, how can we work together? How can we collaborate? And it is a very sad thing for me, who has lived in a communist country in the past in Eastern Europe, to see that so many people trust the government to take care of them. And politicians, unfortunately, throughout history have not been worthy of our trust. So when politicians lie, who holds them accountable? And there are countries in the world like North Korea, Iran, where you can't even say anything to hold the government accountable because you would be put to death. So, living here in California, I see so many people foolishly trusting government that has lied. I'm thinking of examples like billions and billions of dollars spent on a train, high speed train that hasn't even taken off the ground, or uh, billions and billions of dollars spent on the homeless situation, which actually has gotten worse here in California. And yet, the politicians ask for more money. None of them have gone to jail for misusing our tax money. None of them have been reprimanded. And yet, no one seems to be trying to keep them responsible. So, again, our society without trust is in dire need of change because if we don't trust our politicians and yet they continue doing bad things, what is the future going to be like? So citizens like us are kept accountable for our actions. But if politicians are not accountable for their actions, is that helping us? Anyway, this is a different tangent than what I planned to discuss. But our society does hurt a lot when people are not honest. And honesty is a responsibility. And without this responsibility that each and every one of us has of living in a modern society, without honesty, we are not going up, we are going down. So please help the children in your families and your households. Help the young people that you mentor understand how honesty fits in today's world and what needs to change. Thank you very much. And I look forward to another coffee hour with Maestro Sersea discussion next week. Thank you.